Ms. Van Duyne.
Thank you so much, Chairman. I also want to thank our witnesses for being here today. And this subcommittee greatly appreciates the work that each of you have dedicated in supporting children's well-being and strengthening our state programs to deliver better outcomes for families in all backgrounds. Since 1975, the Child Support Enforcement Program has served as one of the federal government's most effective tools for promoting family stability and economic self-sufficiency. And by ensuring parents meet their financial responsibilities, the program helps families move off of public assistance and reduces long-term reliance on welfare programs, keeping children supported by their families and not by taxpayers. The results of the program speak for itself and is one of the most effective, cost-effective federal-state partnerships in operation today. In 2024 alone, the Child Support Enforcement Program handled 11.6 million cases, and it delivered $25.8 billion in child support directly back to families. In Texas, every dollar spent, as you mentioned, on enforcement returns roughly between $10 and $12 in child support collections, showing that strong enforcement and fiscal responsibility don't have to be mutually exclusive. Beyond the money collected, effective child support enforcement helps reduce child poverty. It stabilizes household finances, and it creates more predictable, less stressful environments for children. When families can count on consistent support, they're better able to plan, work, achieve long-term financial independence, and most importantly, put the well-being of their children first. Just last week, my bill, the Ensuring Children Receive Support Act, passed out of this committee, which strengthens child support enforcement by codifying proven tools to hold delinquent parents accountable. And I want to thank you for your help in that getting that bill passed. I remain committed to advancing additional bipartisan solutions and look forward to modernizing the child support system, improving its efficiency, and supporting our children and our families. Mrs. Thornton, Texas has the largest child support agency in the country, but it is also the most cost-effective. I really appreciate all the work that you do in that state for our children, for our families. But how did your division deliver such strong enforcement outcomes while keeping administration costs so low?
Well, part of it, as I mentioned earlier, has to do with the structure of our program. It is a state-run, state-administered program, which means that when we desire a policy change or make a technical change, it has a statewide impact. So that is one area. We also have robust enforcement tools in Texas, and while we believe that where parents are able but willing to pay, we should provide them supportive services to help them get into that willing and able quadrant of the grid. We also are not shy about holding parents accountable when they are able to pay but unwilling to do so. I want to thank you for your legislation and for your support of the child support program. Efforts like that and enforcement tools such as passport revocation or passport denial are important tools to bring obligors to the table. We are often in the position of negotiating a large lump sum payment because of tools like that might not otherwise be received by that family. So thank you for your work in that space.
Thank you. You mentioned it a couple times now in response to some of my colleagues' questions, and also just now you brought it up a little bit, but partnerships like the one between the Texas Office of Child Support Enforcement and the Texas Workforce Commission represent effective initiatives that help parents meet their child support obligations by offering job search assistance, training, and subsidized employment opportunities. Can you explain how other states could actually support agencies, how these supportive agencies could benefit from adopting similar programs that integrate the workforce development with child support services?
Absolutely. One of the things that I think is a strength of this program is, as I mentioned earlier, each partner in this program brings to the table what we are best at. We're not providing direct employment services, and Workforce is not providing direct child support services, but we braid our efforts together to serve a family. And the more that state agencies and federally funded programs can work together to wrap those services around a family and address their needs holistically, coordinating and communicating, the better the outcomes for that family. Our workforce partners are better able to achieve their performance measures, and we are better able to achieve our performance measures when we work together and communicate to help that family.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Ms. Chesnick, in the short time that we have left, from the family's perspective, the child support system can be obviously difficult to navigate, especially when dealing with multiple agencies, rules, and communication channels. What aspects of the system generate the most confusion or frustration from families interacting with it from your perspective?
Thank you for that question. I think a lot of times it involves the fact that so many agencies operate in silos, and individuals aren't on their own going to know where to go to get services. So when we have the ability to connect people to other services that might help them overcome the barriers that they're facing. That will help them achieve financial stability and achieve economic self-sufficiency for their families as well.
Great. Thank you. I yield back.